having a debate? Is it not to solve, or is this for another sensational interview? Is this a sensational interview,
it's
or
not
is
about
it
sensation.
To solve? I am
You've
here
accused,
to say
you've
something
accused
clearly,
Israel of
that
genocide.
We need a ceasefire because the world is in danger. I have accused Israel of genocide. I am accusing Israel of genocide.
Simply saying
this
to
is
you,
a genocide.
And
they
I'm
have
simply
said
saying
it's a genocide.
Rahma, I hear you, and you're perfectly entitled to that view, although Israel would contest that characterization of what they have been doing, but many would agree with you. But I simply say, what is Hamas waging against Israel?
I would love if they would contest with evidence rather than terror.
Yeah, but do you not agree with me that what Hamas is doing is clearly... Do you not agree with me that clearly what Hamas is waging against Israel is also genocide by your criteria?
I am, you know what's, again, this is a dangerous debate, because what you're trying to put me in is, once I condemn...
Just asking you a question.
Once I condemn these people, what that then means, why is this dangerous for me? Because what that then means is that you can then answer me and tell me that Israel has the unequivocal right to defend itself, what that means is that they eradicate a people who end up being your Halloween
you're
costumes.
Wrong. No.
So why not put a stop to this now?
Let me clarify.
They're not on equal footing.
Let me clarify. Israel, like every country in the world, has an absolute right to defend itself. Right? Israel has a right to defend itself. The question now is
against what? Women and children?
Let me finish my point,
please,
Rahma.
look at the evidence.
Let me finish my point.
How many Palestinians have died?
If you're not going to let me finish my point, you're not going to hear what I have to say. Israel has a right to defend itself. But the longer this war goes on, the more that people are saying to Israel, what is proportionate? How can killing many thousands of Palestinians, innocent women and children, how can that be right? If what happened on October the 7th is wrong, how can this be right? And it's a very fair point to make. But my point about all of this is you want peace, I want peace. The President of the United States and Queen Rania and others saying we've got to get to a two-state solution. To do that, you've got to have leadership which can be trusted by the other side. There is no way that Israel will ever trust any leadership involving Hamas. And I would say the same, by the way, about the Palestinian view of Benjamin Netanyahu. I don't think they trust him either. I think you need new leadership on both sides. And that's where the conundrum's going to be. How do you get to that place where it's no longer Hamas controlling Palestinians and no longer Benjamin Netanyahu in charge of the Israeli side?
Excellent question. You apply international law. You apply international law. You allow the United Nations to do its job. When the Hamas situation happened, for example, it was supposed to be the Red Cross to go and negotiate. Israel is stopping all of that. On top of that, it's also terrorizing the media. On top of that, it's also terrorizing individuals. On top of that, it has money being poured in from the United States. On top of that, it has the backing of the European Union. On top of that, it has the backing of Britain that started this whole farce. So what ends up happening is who's speaking for the Palestinian people. So for a solution to happen, you need to empower the United Nations so that Israel is not making a mockery of the United Nations. How am I needing to reiterate this more and more? I am giving you a solution.
Rahma, you're giving me your solution.
And you're still telling me Hamas.
Rahma, you've just given me...
There will always be Hamas if you occupy a people. Let me just finish this point. If you occupy a people, if you occupy a people, if women in labor are having to give birth at checkpoints, if you're having people imprisoned, if you're having this merciless bombardment of Palestinians, you are going to breed Hamas. It starts with the stronger party.
Rahma, I've given you a long amount of time.
And this is why the jargon is dangerous.
OK, I hear you. And I respect your right to your opinions. And I've given you the platform to air them. And I appreciate you coming on the programme. Thank you very much.
Call for a ceasefire, then.
That's not my job. My job is to try and interview people at the centre of this. You may not like that, but it is. But I appreciate you coming on the programme. Thank you.
Interviews, sure.
It wasn't sensational.